Hey, good morning, everyone. Today is Saturday, August. What are we at? 15th? Yep, 9:30 a.m. And the weather outside is delightful. It is in the low 70s, going to get up to mid 80s. Shouldn't rain though. That'll be nice. Pizza Hut doing a little bit of advertisement on my phone. That's nice. I haven't had Pizza Hut since I was a little kid. Not really. Occasionally I do with my kids, but anyways. So today I am gonna talk about a local real estate investor hit me up. He's actually a wholesaler, and I bought several properties over the years from him. Anyways, he hit me up with a property that he's interested in buying. I don't think he made it clear whether he was interested in flipping it or renting it out. So he's looking to JV or partner on the deal. So he sent me the info, and so I think I'm just going to share that info with you guys, and we're going to use it maybe as a teachable moment, like we try to do every Saturday morning. But we're going to run through it, and we're going to see if this is actually a deal. I kind of screwed up here a little bit. Let me look and see. Yep, I gotta log back in. Hold on. If it's really something that's, we're gonna see if it's a deal that's worth doing, either as a flip or as a buy and hold. So let me. Oops. Let me fire up the old logo, and then we'll go. All right. So I got an email. I'm gonna hide the guy's email because it may look like I'm gonna beat up on him a little bit, but I'm not intending to beat up on him a little bit. Anyway, so he sent me this property address, 2227 Harlan Street. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Evidently, it's got a full basement. It's vacant, needs the normal cleanup and drywall repair on the ceilings and living room. New plumbing and water heater, furnace, and AC were replaced about 5 years ago, so that's good. Roof was replaced last year, so that's good. We'll rent for $700 easily. We'll take a look at it. I think he's right on that. He has the seller currently talked down to $65K. He's got rehab bids attached. The plumbing looks fairly updated, so that will be replaced in the bid breakdown with new windows. So the house has new plumbing and water heater, and so now he's going to swap out the windows or swap out the plumbing for new windows. Okay, so that helps a little bit. The bid he got was insane. Let me see here. So this was a big quote for a big rehab. I'm going to try and hide the contractor's name. I mean, I guess I'm not embarrassed to show the contractor's name. I guess this is what he charges, so I guess he's not embarrassed to show it. But we'll just, whatever, just for posterity's sake. So he's saying $42,000 in renovation on this estimate. Maybe we'll come back to that and look and see what he's replacing. The other bid sheet, oops, sorry, guy, was $12,727.40. So replace all deck boards and any bad posts. That's about $2,500. I don't know how big this deck is, so that may or may not be horrible. Clean up the property, $350. That doesn't seem bad. Power wash, $300. A little bit expensive, not horrible. Paint, window trim, about $1,200. Paint, green trim, and window trim, $1,200. That seems high. Screens, $45 a piece. Paint interior, 768 square feet, $1.80 a square foot, so $1,382.40. It's a little high, especially a 2-bedroom. I think we could probably get it done for $900 to $1,050. Drywall repairs, $350. So that must be the ceiling repairs. Prime, degloss and prime trim. So they're gonna degloss and prime the trim. $600. That seems excessive. Shower valve install new. $50. That's not bad. Degloss and I already did that one. Plumbing, install new water lines. $4,000 for that. That's excessive. We could probably replace, since they said they were going to pull that out, you're looking at, windows are about $300 a piece. So let's say there's 10 windows in the house, that's $3,000. So, I mean, that might be, a little bit lower switch out. Let's see here. Replace ceiling fan, $180. I mean, those are usually between $35 and $65. I mean, you can get a real high end one for $150. 40-gallon water heater, $1,200. I can tell you right now that is standard plumber rates. It's actually a little high for plumber rates. I think plumber rates are about $1,100, $1,150. Paint vanity white. So they're going to paint the vanity white in the bathroom. They're going to do a flush mount sink. 3 of them? Flush mount. I don't know what that is. $150. Glazed tub. They're just going to glaze the tub, and it's $250. That's actually a decent price on glazing a tub. So let's. Oops, sorry, I didn't want to show that guy's stuff. So anyway, so his quote estimate was $13,000 for rehab. All right. So our guy, he doesn't have an ARV. So his comps are. Now here's one thing that really scares me. 0.75 miles, so 3/4 of a mile away. That's quite a large area to pull from. So, you really want to stay within a 1/4 mile, especially when you're dealing with inner city houses, because there is so many houses in a 1/4 mile that by stretching it out to 3/4 of a mile, you're really opening yourself up to a lot more properties, but I don't think an appraiser is going to pull in from that. So I am looking at these and I'm not really considering them because it's too far of a distance, right? So let's pull in my CMA. And so this is the address, 2227. So we're going to pull in a 1/4 mile radius of active pending and solds over the past 1 year and leases over the past 2 years. This is days. And so we're not really limiting by anything else. We're just limiting by address, 1/4 mile radius, and then these things, right? So our results come in. So there is 1 active. There is 2 pending. These are both, this is a 1-bedroom, 1 bath. It's listed for rent at $550. This one is a, not even listed, it's $23,500. And then we start looking at our list of houses that have sold within a 1/4 mile over the past year. And they're ranging in price from $44,000 up to $110,000. Now, ours is a 2-bedroom, 1 bath. So a lot of these are 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom, 2-bedroom. A lot of these are 2 bedrooms, right? Now this one sold for $110,000. So, but it seems to be an outlier. It's, there's these are the closed price here. So in the closed price, there seems to be quite a few that are in the $80,000 to $85,000 range. So that kind of seems to me more like an average number there. And then this one's a little bit higher, and that was a 3-bedroom, 2 bath, 2.5 bath. So full bath, half bath. So this was a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. It was 1,900 square feet. So that obviously is a little bit of an outlier. Now this one here is a 2-1. It sold for $110,000, 720 square foot. It does have a basement. Let me look here. Let me look here for a second. 2-bedroom, 1 bath, 1 level, detached. Does have a basement. Total square footage is 1,440, so it's got a full basement underneath it, okay? Days on market, it's sold in 4 days. All right, so some of these other ones, I'm thinking, at first glance, I'm thinking we're between $80,000 to $85,000 on these. is where our real value is. Unless you're gonna, so I've already looked at these, but so let's look at this big expensive bad boy, right? So it kind of looks a little plain from the street. Not too bad though. Maybe it's got a newer house next door. Let's pull up the pictures a little bit better. Yeah, so there's a newer house that was built next door, or it looks newer, or it's had some massive updating. So here's our house, a little plain on the front. Yeah, so the neighbors is either a newer house or it's been totally redone. Nice shady street. Okay, so the inside. So you got a nicer flooring. It's an LVP, maybe an LVP, or it's probably a nicer, higher end flooring. I don't know. I can't see it. They've staged the property so it looks good. It's got an accent wall. I mean, the quality looks decent. It's got an open floor plan, so they've opened up this into this room here. Decent flooring, it's hyper white throughout, so it gives that antiseptic look. They got a nicer, newer white fridge, stove. They've redone the kitchen cabinets; those are all brand new. I don't know if they're necessarily higher end cabinetry, so that's one way to keep it shorter. They've got countertops. They appear to be I don't know if they're solid surface or not. They may be laminate, but they could be solid surface. Again, more cabinetry. Here's a bedroom. It's got carpets down, so they saved a little bit of money on carpets. Again, hyper white throughout. Here's the bathroom. They did a total redo on the bathroom. It's nice. It's got some newer vanity. I mean, they just totally redid the bathroom. Here's the basement. They came through and they basically painted all the walls or drywalled all the walls. Maybe it's got a brand new HVAC. I'm seeing some ductwork here. Got cabinets down here, washer, dryer, hookups down here. Yeah, so they've painted the floors, they've painted the walls, so they're not getting anything coming in, or it looks like it's not coming in. They painted the ceiling too, so they did a dark gray up on the ceiling. I mean, you could shoot this and shoot the walls, and then you could, so you could do some money. So, okay, so they did a little bit of a gazebo out the back. So, I mean, I could definitely see it's got a newer roof on it. I could definitely see why this was a higher priced house. It's got a one-car garage out back. It does have a fully fenced yard all the way around it. Like I say, they staged it a little bit. Yeah, one-car garage out back. And they've come in and they basically have painted the walls on this bad boy. And then they painted the floor on it. Yeah, they just painted it. They shot it with paint. Cleaned it up and painted it with paint. All right, so we're back. So this is pretty nice, pretty higher end. I can see why it sold for $110 and it sold in 4 days, right? Because it looks pretty cute. All right, so I'm backing up. This is the one that sold for $95. It's newer. It's an older one, 1930s. So it's got cute curb appeal. But this is wow, that's interesting. I've never seen that done picture-wise. So it's a 3, 2.5. I'm really not even going to look at the pictures on it because it's too big. So here's one that sold for $85. Was on the market for 4 days. So I don't know if this is where we want to shoot for or what. It's got newer cabinets. It's got laminate countertops. I think that is Lowe's countertops. So yeah, newer cabinets, newer countertops, carpets throughout most of it. It's got the bathroom's been redone. Maybe that's an older tub, and I don't know if they refinished it or it was in good shape, but they did put in the inexpensive surrounds. Carpets. It's got a full basement. Again, they painted it. And I'm just remembering that the bid we got didn't include painting the basement, right? back through our pictures again. Okay, so that one's decently updated. It's not as high strung as the 110,000 one. We can see why. Oh, this is a 3-bedroom. I thought this was a 2-bedroom. So that sold for 85. Let me see what the next one is. Oops, I already did that one. This one here is a 2-bedroom. Whoops, sorry, 2-bedroom, 1 full bath. This one does not have a basement. It doesn't look like it's got a crawl space on it. It sold for $84,900. Let's look at the pictures real quick. So they did some nice flooring underneath it. Hyper white. They got a sliding barn door on it. Looks like maybe a closet. Again, they replaced the kitchen cabinets. It's got a newer furnace. I don't know about this, but this has got curtains up over the furnace, and then they've got, you know, washer dryer hookups here. Open concept, kind of. Not really. It would have been better if this was opened up, but then they got electrical in the wall, and I mean, that's all movable, but there's a hookup for a gas stove. Bedroom. They put the sliding barn doors on there. It looks like the bathroom is newer. Been pretty heavily updated. Hey, Allie. Hey, Frank. So yeah, so they redid the bathroom. New tub looks like, and then they did the tile around the tub. That looks nice. Vanity is just a shelf with mirrors. It's decent lighting. So I mean, it's kind of a bare bone. They got a nicer deck out the back. Got a newer sliding glass door here. A little bit of a awning. Newer windows. That's nice. Backyard is decent. Got probably a 2-car garage there. Okay, so we're back. So they don't really show the garage at all. Does it say whether it's got a 2-car garage? Anyways, at 888 square feet. Yes, detached 1-car garage. They didn't do a lot of work to it. I don't know if you guys saw that or not. Where was it? Looks like it needs to be pressure washed and painted. All right, so that's another one that's at 85,000. This one's at 85,000. Got a 1-car garage, 768 square feet. No basement, crawl space. Let's just run through this real quick. Curtains are a little dated. It's got mirrors on the doors. The bathroom is tile. It's not bad. Show me a kitchen. It's got hardwood floors throughout. Come on, we don't need to see all the staging. It's got laminate countertops. Again, I think those are Lowe's countertops. These are original kitchen cabinets. I thought they were going to be newer. Yeah, these are the originals. Shoot, that's even the original hardware. So it looks like they painted the cabinets again, and then they put the original hardware back on, or maybe they replaced it. I think you can still buy that stuff. Tile backsplash. Hey, Free Frog. Got central air. The back patio is not that great. I mean, it's got the yard's decent. That's nice. That's our last one. Again, that one sold for 85,000. Was on the market for 5 days. Let's see what else we got. So this is sold for 81,000. Was on the market for 3 days. 2-bedroom, 1 bath. No, it's got a crawl space. It's a little bit bigger. This is actually pretty large for a 2-bedroom house. So we'll just run through these real quick. So anyways, I'm still thinking that's some nice carpets right there. So the kitchen is dated. It's original kitchen. I'm surprised this one sold for 81. It's bigger. That's probably one of the big reasons. I mean, it's 300 square feet larger than the other stuff. Decent yard, stuff like that. All right, so anyways, I'm valuing the property probably at 80 to 85, you know, depending on what we see. Let's look at, I think I've got pictures here. Yeah, I do have pictures here. Let's see what we got here. Oh, those are nice boxes. Yeah, I can quote boxes. Interior picture, thermostat. Looks like the back deck does need to be replaced, but I don't have an idea how big it is. There's the basement. Here's the kitchen. The kitchen is older cabinets. We've seen those on some of the other ones. And again, you kind of see that hardware that was in that other one there. Let's see what we got here. And more pictures of the kitchen. Flooring and ceiling is a textured ceiling. Why is I guess that's the kitchen, isn't it? Yeah, it's the kitchen. There's a ceiling repair here. Here's the bathroom here. So it's pretty dated. Let's see if we get a better picture of the bathroom. So it's got original hardware here. So this is faucet there, but then it's got a pipe that goes up and over. Got the original tub. It does have a tile backsplash, so I can see why they would reglaze instead of repaint. I don't know. I mean, I guess you could get away with this. You're going to probably have to update this a little bit to make it look newer. You could reglaze the tub and go from there. I'm not sure what the deal is with the hardwood floors. It looks like there's a little bit of a ripple there, but it might be just the camera view. Let's see, that shower head is hanging way forward. Ceiling needs to be finished out. Newer toilet. So it looks like they just put this tile in for the backsplash around the tub. So hopefully the tub's in decent shape. So there was some electrical work done. Yeah, boy, I wish I would have got there before they did all that tile work. How long is that video? 2 minutes. So we got some big gigantic trees in the front yard. Nice shot of the neighborhood. Living next door to the Clampets, that's not going to help us out a whole lot. All right, let's get sideways. Central air, boy, that looks a lot older than 5 years old. It's got big gutters on it, that's good. Do we see how many windows we got over there? 1, 2. How many do we have on the front? Back up a little bit. Look at the front of the house. Come on. So we got 1, 2 on the front. So there's probably fast forward here a little bit. All right, so this is where we were at before. Got some yard work to do here. Gonna have to pressure wash the house. Yeah, see that downspout's missing. Saw a hole in the ground for to pour it into. The driveway needs to be repaved. How big is this back deck? Yeah, the backyard's kind of a mess. So it's not a huge back deck. Another 2 windows there. Oh, I forgot to look and see how many windows were on the side of the house. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the side of the house. And these are the patio. So there's another, yeah, there's 4 here. There's 2 on the other side, 2 up front. It's 8. And there's 2 on the back, so there's 10 windows here. So about $3,000 in windows. I think there was one more video real quick. Oh, this is 9 minutes long. Deck needs to, at least the top boards need to be replaced. Pressure wash the main boards. There's some decent yard work that needs to be done, not $350 worth. Kitchen. Those hardwoods, I can't tell. Yeah, it looks like they're hardwoods. A little bit of repair up there. Yeah, they're going to need a little bit of work to get them back to life. Might be worth it just to... It's probably about the same amount of money to refinish them versus putting in an LVP solution. Not bad doors. Got the original doors. That's kind of nice. I really need to see what our neighbors look like. I mean, that's some of the values were coming from, you know, decent neighbors and stuff like that. Yeah, this is just, that's not even hardwood. That's just click lock or something, laminate in there. Some drywall repair there. Is that a closet? It backs up to the bathroom. Looks like we got maybe a roof issue. We need to probably get addressed. Look at. Gotta kind of speed through this thing. Yeah, we're back out to the kitchen. Oh, now we're in the basement. Back up here and we'll go down the basement. So they've got some moisture issues down here. That's why they got the dehumidifier. So what everybody else has been doing on all their houses is they've been coming down here and they've been painting the walls, painting the floors. You probably need to get up to like that 110 price. You're gonna have to gut this thing down to studs, and then you're really just gonna have to polish up the basement. So you could easily probably spend $5,000 down here, I would think. Look, there's a little bit of a bow in that wall. I don't know if you saw that or not. I'd have to look at that in person to see what's going on there. Yeah, they've opened up the ceiling in order to mess with the pecs, so that'll all have to be rearranged. So yeah, you could easily drop $5,000 into this basement. $3 to $5,000. Yeah, see, there's even still, is that a gas water, or I mean gas dryer? Sump pump, so they've obviously had moisture issues in the basement. Replace these windows. The basement windows need to be replaced with glass block if you want to get the big money. You're gonna have to do a lot of cleanup down here, just make it a lot more presentable. Yeah, you could easily spend $3 to $5,000 down here. It doesn't look like they've still got a tremendous amount of water issues down here, so that's pretty good. And they did put in the sump pump pit, so that's pretty good. It's just going to take some money to get it back up to snuff. All right, so let me just shut this down because that's about the end of his video. All right, so I think you could probably spend 20 or 25 on this pretty easily. And even if we just went with his bid sheet, the 12,000 one, I think it was 12, wasn't it? Yeah, 13,000. So let's see if we can run some numbers. Let's go back to where is my? Did I shut that window down? I must have shut that window down. I did, didn't I? All right. Ooh. So one thing I kind of wanted to do was I wanted to look here, back here, and pull up the map view. So our subject property is there. And then this one here sold for $73,000, which is the one it backs up to. This is one of the ones that sold for $85,000, so it's just down the street a little ways. That one is across the street. So this is on a pretty busy street here. And that's why it's got a lot bigger lot. And that was the one that sold for $110,000. So the one thing we've got kind of a negative against us is we've got a smaller lot. Now it's heavily wooded, which is either good or bad, but it's a lot smaller lot than the $110,000 one. Maybe not too bad, but so I mean, I guess I'm just thinking we're more in the $85,000 to $90,000 range. I mean, and it really just depends on what our neighbors look like too, because that's going to be a big selling point. If you got nicer neighbors, you're going to have a nicer property. So anyway, so I mean, I'm going to say it's probably about an $85,000 house. So let's pull up my cash flow here. Oh, no, not that one. Sorry, I want to do the flip. Hold on. So if we were going to flip it, it's probably going to take us a couple months to get it done. Oops, excuse me. If I thought it was worth $85,000 and I wanted to make $25,000 off it, that's usually the minimum I want to make. But even 25%, I want to make 20 grand off of it. Without even any repairs, I need to be at 53,000. That's without even any repairs, right? So a $21,000 profit on $85,000 ARV, we need to be at 53,000. He's at 65. So I'm already seeing a problem here. And if we bumped it up to, I mean, I don't know if this house is going to be worth 100 or 110. Without even if we could get it up to 100,000, we're already, just our profit, no repairs, we need to be at 62,000, right? Because by the time you rehab the house and then you sell it off, your closing costs are going to cost you, I figure 8%, but it's probably closer to 10 or 11%. And you're going to have some holding costs and stuff like this. So you're down to about $62,000, $63,000 is your max allowable offer. He's already at 65. We haven't even added in repairs, right? And if we go with the $13,000 in repairs, which is not going to get us up to a $100,000 price range, we're at $50,000 is our max allowable offer. And that's 25%. Not even I mean, that's, you know what I mean? If we were at 85,000, we're at, with only 25% from ARV, so we're already at $40,000 where we need to be offer-wise. Now, as far as cash flow goes, let's go back here. We'll pull up our results. So this 2-bedroom rented for $800. What's it look like? Yeah, so it was totally redone, new kitchen, new bathroom. Is this one of the ones we looked at earlier? It is, I think. Yeah, because it got the curtains and all that stuff. So they rented it for $800. So whomever bought it, oh, that might be an interesting case study. So it was rented out in November 2019. I'm going to get off track here a little bit. So that one was 2332 St. Paul Street. 2332 St. Paul Street. So they bought it for $85. When did they buy it? 10/28/2019. So they bought it as a rental. They paid cash for it. All right. So I'm going to change this up a little bit. I'm going to run numbers on this property. So this person paid $85,000 cash for rental, okay? So they paid $85,000 for it. Not even going to add in it, no rental cost, nothing. They rented it for $800, okay? This is similar to our property. That's the reason I'm kind of doing this. Average maintenance and repairs, I would say that you still want to figure about 10%. Because 10% is not that much. Maintenance repair costs about $1,000 a year. Now I know it's been totally rehabbed, so maybe you're going to get lucky. But I would assume that first year you're going to have a bunch of stuff that nobody knew about, right? Anytime you do a massive rehab, you're going to have issues that, you just don't know what the underlying systems are. The sewer lines or the, just different stuff that probably didn't get replaced, right? I'm going to add in the 2% just for fluff, and then 10% for property management. The property taxes on this bad boy are, oh, that's nice. Property taxes on this bad boy are $1,065 a year. So they're a little high. Oops, that's not the right sheet. $1,065 for taxes. And property insurance, it's probably about, it's probably $650-ish. So, all right, so where is he at? He's at about a 5.89% return. You follow me on that? So by the time you figure in your assumptions, it's going to return them about 5.89. Now, they paid cash for it, but let's say that I would assume they would have gotten a loan initially But let's say they did a loan, and I'm just going to be stupid on this because most lenders, I don't know if they're doing 30 years or if they're doing 20. I think they're all doing 20 or 25. So 4.5%. We're going to say that it was 75% is the loan value. So if they paid cash for the house, their cash flow is $417 a month or $5,000 a year. If they have a mortgage payment, 30 years, which is a lot longer, so it's going to make their payments lower, and their 4.5% interest rate on an investment loan, their mortgage payment, just principal, interest, taxes, is $323.01. Or I'm sorry, principal and interest is $323.01. So that brings their cash flow monthly to $94.07. So I think they overpaid, is what I think. I don't think that this is a good investment as a rental. I mean, this is kind of similar to ours, right? 65, we're going to drop 20 into it. 15 or 20 into it. Maybe you can get away with 13. So let's change that number. So 65 plus the 13, right? So we're at what? 78. And that's a 6.4 return on a rental. Right? Same numbers. We're hoping we're getting 800. I think we're probably going to be closer to 700. So I think that this is not a good investment. So, and even if you got a loan on it, you bird it, you're going to be cash on cash is 7.4. So I don't think it's a good deal. I don't think it's worth it. Does that make sense? I think there's better deals out there. And especially right now, we're getting ready to go into a down market. I think you're going to start seeing some stuff coming through. So I would be pickier on this one. Me personally, I would be pickier on this. I would get I would look for a different deal. But some people might consider a 6% or 5% return decent. But there's no guarantees on that stuff. If you get, a couple of sets of bad tenants, your numbers are going to go super low. So anyways, all right, you guys have been super quiet. Let me switch back to this, and I think I'm going to end it on that. So I don't think this is a good investment. I think that there's better ones out there. So anyway, click the, where is it, over there? Yeah, click the like, click the subscribe. If you got any comments, questions, put them down below. I'm going to cut a little short today. 45 minutes is good enough. Good enough. So anyways, you guys got any questions, let me know. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your time. Have a good day. Have a good weekend.